Hey guys, Tom with BuyMeAniPhone.com here, and today we have a very special video review. As I mentioned in some of our other reviews, we are going to be reviewing all the navigational apps that start coming out for the iPhone. So the first one on board is Navigon. Okay, and Navigon is a company that it makes a lot of navigational systems, a lot of onboard navigational systems. So the navigational systems that are already in your car. Okay, they're very big in Europe. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Navigon, and we're going to do all the navigational apps that we can get our hands onto. And also I'll be writing an article for the winter edition of iPhone Life magazine that will compare and contrast all the navigational apps. So we're going to start right here on BuyMeAniPhone.com, and today we're going to start with Navigon, and I'm going to tell you all sorts of things about it with the user interface. We're going to go on board for a trip in the car and show you how it works, and then I'll come back and we'll tell you a little bit about my thoughts and what I may or may not change about it. Alright guys, so why don't we go over to the close-up camera and then first give you a little bit more detail, and then we'll take a ride in the car. Welcome to the close-up camera, guys. We're going to kind of give you a rundown of the Navigon Mobile Navigator for North America and kind of show you the user interface and give you a feel of how the application works. And then what we'll do is we'll go out into the car and we're going to kind of go through some real-time navigation. So as you can see, here's the icon. This is Navigon. Okay, and this is the North America version. Okay, it comes in a couple different versions. Okay, North America includes United States and Canada, and this is on sale right now, guys, for $69.99 until August 15th, and then it'll go up to its normal price of $99.99. There's also the Australian version and the European version, which Martin will be reviewing in the next week or so. Okay, so we're going to be using the North American version. So let's kind of get right into it. Again, here's the icon. It's Navigon USA Canada, so it's a North American version. And when you open it up, guys, it takes a little bit of time to load. Now keep in mind, all these maps are stored right on your iPhone. Okay, so it's not like some of the other navigators where it's constantly using like a subscription service to get the maps. All the maps are downloaded onto your phone. Okay, so this is 1.29 gigabytes, this navigational program. So we open it up and we've got a couple of different options here. Okay, and to give you a little bit of background about Navigon before we get into this, Navigon has been around since 1991, so they've been doing this for 16 years now. When you go to this home screen, you have a couple different options. You can enter an address, search for a point of interest, take me home, or show map. Now take me home, you set your home address so you don't have to constantly put in your home address. All navigational systems that I've seen have done that, and obviously you're going home most of the time. On the bottom, you have your main menu, your favorites, your recents, and your contacts. So one of the nice things, and we're just going to go through contacts really quick, is you can press contacts. Okay, go to one of your contacts here. Okay, and then pick a contact, and it'll use their address. So you don't have to type in the address. So if your contact is in there, you don't have to type in the address all the time. So main menu, favorites, and some recents. Okay, these are all the recents that I've been to. Here you can enter an address, search for a point of interest, take me home, or show map. When you go to search point of interest, and I'm saving enter address for last, guys, because that's the main one that you're going to use. When you search for a point of interest, you have a couple different options. You can search in a city, statewide, nearby, and then you've got the three basic ones: gas, parking, and food. So say we need a gas station right around town. Okay, so there's Quick Stop, Circle K, Chevron, parking. There's no parking nearby, no, like parking lots, and food. So when you've got Dairy Queen, Mandarin House, so on and so forth. But for example, say you're going to another city and you want to find a point of interest. So let's say we're going to Tracy, California. Okay, so there's Tracy, and say there's all these different categories. There's gas stations, parking and rest areas, restaurants, lodgings, ATMs, banks, shopping centers, airports, all the usual suspects. So let's say we're looking for a post office in Tracy. Post office in Tracy, California is on 125 West 9th Street. So once you hit that, it'll show you where the destination is with the address. Now guys, we're going to get up into the enter an address, because frankly that's what you're going to use most of the time. So we're going to enter an address. We're going to go to Sacramento. So there's, as you type it in, there's Sacramento, North Sacramento, West Sacramento. We're just going to go to Sacramento. And it starts putting up all the streets in alphabetical order. So you can start typing the street, or you can flick and pick the street. So let's pick Main Street. So we'll type in Main Street, because everybody has a Main Street. So there's M-A-I-N. So here's the number. Instead of just picking Main Avenue, we can pick a number also. So say we know we need to go to 239. And I don't know if there's a 239 Main Avenue in Sacramento or not, guys. So 239 Main Avenue, we're going to pick it, and then we're going to start navigation. And then it'll start our route. It gives you our options here. You can show 3D navigational map, which is on. Just let's turn it off and kind of show you. So that's 2D. I like 3D better. Okay, we do want north at top. We want show street names, and night mode is off. You can change distant unit from miles to kilometers or automatic. We're in the United States, we use miles here. You can add an interim destination. So say you want to stop at, I don't know, say you need to stop at a post office along the way. You can add an interim destination. So enter an address or search for a POI. So we're going to search for a POI nearby, and we're going to search for a post office nearby. And the only reason I keep picking post office, guys, is everybody typically has a post office in town. So we'll pick the post office. Now it'll show us where the post office. We're going to go done. Now it's routing the profile on how to get to the post office first. So it's going to tell us how to get to the post office, and then it'll tell us how to get to the destination Sacramento. We're going to show you a lot more of this in detail on the navigational unit when we get in the car, but I just wanted to run through this, guys. We're going to go out into the car, and we're going to actually go someplace and kind of show you how this works. What I really like about this too, guys, is this has really cool lane assistance navigation. So follow me out into the Odyssey, and we'll kind of cruise around town a little bit. Now guys, this is just going to be a really quick demo on what happens when you get a phone call. Now I'm not doing it in the car because that's a little bit too dangerous, but I wanted to show you what happens and how you navigate when you get a phone call. So I've got my Bluetooth Blue Ant set up, and we're going to get a phone call come in. Okay, so we answered it with our Bluetooth. Hey Nick, how you doing?
I'm good.
So while you've got Nick on the phone there, you press the button, okay, to get back to your home screen, and you'll see that the phone call is still active, right Nick?
Yep.
Okay. And then you press the Navigon app again, and what will happen is Navigon will relaunch while you're on the phone. So it takes a little bit to load, and I'm not sure if it takes a little bit longer to load because the resources of your iPhone are being used a little bit more, or what the deal is. But as you can see, it is back, and you can still talk while you're on the phone. So that's a real big plus, because if that was not available, you know, again, if you're driving from Sacramento to Los Angeles and you're on a 45-minute phone call and you can't navigate, then that's a big downer. So this is a big plus. So Nick can hear me just fine. You know, I can hear him just fine. And that's kind of how you take a phone call on the navigational unit with Navigon. Also, guys, if you use this on with your headset, same thing, whether you use Bluetooth or headset, either or. The only thing that really won't work well with is if you're holding the phone up to your ear. I mean, you can still bring the map back up, but you'll have to keep looking at the phone to see whereabouts you are. So I would suggest either a headset or a Bluetooth speakerphone or Bluetooth headset, whatever it may be. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, Steve.
So, guys, here we are in the car, and we've got the Navigon app up and ready to go. Of course, it gives you this little disclaimer, says you're not going to operate this while you're driving. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter an address and we're going to go to an office today. So city is going to be Modesto, California. Okay, so MOD, Modesto comes up. And the street is going to be STAN, Standiford. And the number and intersection is going to be 1920 Standiford. Okay, so we're going to pick 1920 Standiford. Okay, and it points it on the map there. Then we're going to hit Start Navigation. So it'll get us our route profile and it'll start our navigation. So now we will back out of the driveway and get going on our way.
Now turn left.
Okay, now it's telling us to turn left so we can go to the highway, but we need to stop and get our morning cup of coffee. So we're going to turn right and make our way to the highway the way we know how to get to the highway, because we need our cup of coffee in the morning. Now that we've got our Java, we can continue on our route. Now again, guys, we're going to go off this route, so it will reroute us. As you can see, it's rerouting us there.
In 0.1 mile, turn right.
And we're taking a little bit of a shortcut so we can skip that light. And again, it reroutes us.
Now turn left.
Turn left.
In 250 feet, turn right. Now turn right. In 1 mile, turn left onto I-5 South.
Now, as you can see here, guys, it's telling us the speed limit. It's 45 miles an hour. And it's going to tell us up at the top, we're going to be turning onto I-5 South, going towards San Francisco. So it gives you some guidance when you get onto major highways. As we sit at this light, we'll have a little bit of Java.
In 0.2 miles, turn left onto I-5 South. Now turn left.
Now heading up onto the highway, and you'll see some new features that we haven't seen on the surface streets once we get up onto the highway.
In 2 miles, keep to the right.
Now guys, as you'll see, okay, we've got kind of a mini lane guidance on the left hand side. It gives you your kind of forks in the road, and it'll give us also more detailed lane guidance, which I really like. That's coming up momentarily. That's kind of why I wanted to bring you guys on the highway, to show you some of this lane guidance capabilities here.
In half a mile, keep to the right onto CA4E, then bear left.
Now guys, this part is the part that I really like. Once you get up to a fork in the road, it gives you this really close-up lane guidance. It even gives you the pictures of the street signs, and it tells you what 2 lanes that you should be going in.
CA4E, then bear left.
So that's what I really like, is it pops to the close-up of the lane and gives you guidance. So that's one of the real neat things that I like about the Navigon so far, is that real detailed lane guidance when you get close to a fork in the road. We're going to be coming up to another highway intersection, guys. So I kind of wanted to show you what this looked like again. Right now we're on 120. We want to go on to 99. It shows you again the speed limit. And there, guys, if you didn't hear that, there's caution.
Keep to the right onto CA99 South.
As you heard, there was a caution. So that means there's either construction or some sort of reason why you should kind of slow down and just be a little bit more careful. Now I know why we're coming up to a caution, because there's a couple of big turns to get onto.
Keep to the right onto CA99 South.
A couple of big turns to get onto the next highway. But as you guys can see also, there's the lane guidance, Sacramento, Sonora, and then Modesto, Fresno.
Please follow the road for 10 miles.
So as you can see, our arrival time is continuously adjusting. I think when we started, our arrival time was 8:39 with the coffee stop and a little bit of traffic. And it's gone to 8:47. Now, you heard that caution there, and I'm not sure why there is a caution, but apparently there may be some construction. And what I've noticed, guys, in my tests is sometimes during the caution, the construction may have been completed, but it's still telling you to caution. So that's a little bit annoying sometimes, is that it keeps saying caution when there's not a caution up here. But you know, that's just kind of a little tiny annoyance. That we looked at a little bit of surface street GPS from Navigon here,
Exit right.
and I want to show you a little bit more. So as you can see there, it is giving us our lane guidance again. It gives us our close-up for our lane guidance, telling us in 0.4 miles we're going to bear right.
Now take the exit right. In 0.2 miles, turn left.
So guys, as you can see, we're back on our surface streets. The speed limit's back down to 45 miles an hour. We've got about 1 mile to our destination. And that's kind of Navigon. Okay, Navigon, I'm pretty happy with. A very simple user interface. There are some things that can be improved upon.
In 0.1 mile, you will reach your destination. Your destination is on the right.
So there we go, guys. So I will give you kind of my thoughts when we get back up to the close-up camera. And
You have reached your destination. Your destination is on the right.
now, guys, that was a pretty long review, I understand. But considering all the things that go on in a navigational app and all the things that you really need to know about the application, I wanted to make sure that I gave you a really good taste of what this navigational application is like. That way you can make an intelligent decision on whether this is the right one for you. Now, what are some of the things that I would change? The caution alerts are a little too frequent for me. It doesn't seem like that the construction has been updated, because I noticed where I was being told to caution, there was construction there in the recent past, okay? But there is no construction there now, so I might change that. What are some of the things that I really like about Navigon and the navigational app? I really like the close-ups of the lane assist, especially when you get to those Ys and Vs on busy highways, especially in metropolitan areas. It really gives you a good look at what the road looks like, as well as the street signs. So I really like that aspect. The other thing that I like is right now Navigon North America is on sale for $69.99. Okay, it's normally $99.99. Now at $99.99, it's still a great price. You're still going to pay somewhere in the range of $120 to $130 for a standalone navigational unit. So $99.99 is still a good price, but at $69.99, it's a lot better, obviously. You know, you're saving $30. And that $69.99 price tag is available until August 15th. So there's not much time left to get that promotional price tag, guys. So those are some of my thoughts on the app. So guys, that's my review of Navigon. I know that even in this long video, I couldn't answer all the questions. So if you have any questions, please don't put it in the comment box. Make sure that you email me at TomMoccia, that's TOMMOCCIA, at BuyMeAniPhone.com. I hope it kind of helps you in choosing a navigational application for your iPhone. So we'll see you next time, guys. Keep it real. And don't forget, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/BuyMeAniPhone. Talk to you later.